Make way for Noddy! Noddy! He toots his horn to say, make way for Noddy! Noddy! Come on out and play. Make way for Noddy! Noddy! Shout a big hooray! Let's get ready and steady, go!
Noddy is a children's book and TV character created back in 1949 by Enid Blyton. Since the character's creation, Noddy has become somewhat of a household name, at least in ye old land of crumpets, and amazingly there's still TV series being created based on the world and characters of Noddy. You've got your OG Noddy shows like The Adventures of Noddy and Noddy's Toyland Adventures, and then you got your new gritty reboot, Noddy Toyland Detective.
Bezarides! Where is she?
So, who is Noddy, you may ask? Well, this is Noddy, this little elf kid. Alright, now we got that out of the way, let's take a look at what we're going to be playing today. Noddy and the Magic Book. Developed by Neko Entertainment and published by the Game Factory back in October of 2007, Noddy and the Magic Book, otherwise known as Noddy Theft Auto, is well, I don't actually know. Every source of information that I could find on this game calls it a platformer, but it really isn't. It's more of a minigame collection. Yeah, let's go with that, a minigame collection. Before we talk about the thrilling gameplay though, let's take a quick look at the story. It looks like these two evil goblin blokes, Sly and Gobbo, stole this guy with big ears' magic book and are using it to play pranks on the other citizens of Toyland. Gotta get those views somehow, I guess. Since Policeman Plod is terrible at his job, it's up to Noddy to catch the two goblins and run them over with his car. Needless to say, the story isn't exactly near, but considering the game is aimed towards really young kids, it's fine. Not really much to say about it. There's not anything to complain about, and there's not anything amazing. So let's just kind of move on. So the gameplay here is pretty simple. You drive around town, and when you see a villager in need of help, you hop out the car and give them a hand by playing a minigame. There isn't really any story relevance to these minigames, but you can earn a bit of cash that you'll need a bit later on to buy parts to repair your plane or to build a rocket. The first minigame we're going to take a look at is this one, where all you have to do is grab 10 or so objects or animals and put them in this basket. From apples to chickens and fish, Noddy needs to fill this little basket up, but it isn't as simple as it sounds. As you collect stuff, some of the items that you've collected could get stolen by a bug, or a bird, or just run away. This is a pretty small irritant, as every 3 or so times you collect a thing, one of them will go missing, but it isn't that hard to get them back. It just takes up an extra little bit of time and is kind of annoying. The worst case for this is the fishing minigame. You're given 4 minutes to catch 10 or so fish, and the fastest that you can catch a fish is around 20 seconds. Sounds fine, right? Well, considering every 30 seconds or so, this bastard bird comes and steals your fish, you really press for time here, and it's pretty stressful. I could just be missing a way to scare off the bird as I skipped every tutorial in the game like an absolute madman, but as it stands, I'm not a fan of this minigame. That shouldn't matter though, there's a bunch of minigames here. I'll probably find at least one I like, right? When driving between villages and minigames, you'll occasionally get treated to one of 2 other minigames. The first being, hey, drive down here for an amount of time and watch out for these balls with faces, and the other being, hey, drive around this grid and get these keys to open this gate before the time runs out. No balls with faces here. These 2 games are pretty harmless, and the car doesn't control like complete ass, which definitely helps, but my biggest issue with them is just how easy they are. There's no challenge here, and no matter how many times you run over a living ball thing, you're still going to be able to reach the finish line with plenty of time to spare. I don't know why I'm complaining about these. Of course it's going to be easy. It's made for toddlers. You know what? If I was still a toddler, I would probably have liked the driving sections of this game. They're alright. Alright, so next up, I guess we're gonna go and talk to this cat lady. I guess. I don't know.
Hello!
So aside from a delivery game where we have to drive to people and give them stuff, we can also help this pink cat by working at their ice cream shop and serving customers. Think Diner Dash but with Noddy characters and ice cream. That's pretty much this minigame. But hey, it's alright I guess. For whatever reason I got stuck trying to move around the tables a few times, which is pretty irritating, but the minigame itself is fine. Just a fun little memory goof. Next up, we have this milk game, where we have to wait for an empty bottle to get into the right position, and then we walk to the side with it while pouring milk into it. There isn't really too much to talk about with this one. Drink milk, kids. It's good for your bones. Finally, after collecting enough money from the previous minigames, we're able to buy the parts to build our own airplane and rocket ship. Don't ask why we need either, because I don't really know, but hey, they're kinda cool. With these two vehicles, we're able to do these minigames where you fly around and collect money and a certain amount of an object before the time runs out. It's just riveting. The controls for this mode are actually pretty solid though, and I would even go as far as to say that this is probably my favourite part of the game. There you have it, folks. This game's peaked. It's a steady slope from here, probably. After playing through what is probably too many variants of the same minigames, the game finally decides that we should probably get the story over with. So after getting every single villager to step on a piece of paper, I'm still not sure why we had to do that, to be honest. We finally create a scheme to trick the two goblin-looking goons into committing a crime so we can get old Ploddy here to arrest them. So it looks like the two goony goblins fell for our trap, and now we have to take part in an extreme car chase that Vin Diesel would be proud of, and Tokyo Drift our way to the finish line to catch these crooks. Oh no, they're throwing stuff at us to slow us down. We'll never make it in time. Oh no. We made it in time. Hooray. So after catching the goblins, everyone is happy and the credits roll. Yep, that's Noddy in the magic book. Overall, this game is, well, it isn't really good or bad. It's just mediocre. If you have children, then sure, let them play some Noddy. They'll probably enjoy it. I don't know, what are you listening to me for? Form your own opinions on games. Don't hate games before you've even given them a go. Don't call No Man's Sky terrible because you never played it but someone told you it was. Come on, I don't know what to talk about with this game anymore. I feel like the world is collapsing in around me and I can't think about whether or not Noddy can catch a fucking fish without it escaping. Every night I fucking cry myself to sleep and I can't handle it anymore. I'm in a constant state of panic and my life is spiraling out of fucking control, and all I want to do is entertain people and make them happy, even if it's just for a short moment. One quick exhale out of someone's nose to let me know that all of these countless hours I've poured my heart and soul into making whatever the hell these videos even are were worth it. I feel stagnated in this constant routine where I have no room to grow as a creator or as a person. How am I supposed to evolve if I don't even try to change, even just a little? I don't know what I'm doing anymore and I'm scared and I feel alone. Please, I don't know what to do and I can't even tell if this is a joke. And that's why Noddy in the Magic Book's my favorite game of the year. Hey, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please share it with your friends, family, or creepy neighbor, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Just want to say a huge thank you to my Patreon supporters, James Stewart, Joe, Corey, Mark, Classy, Harvey, and Epicat. You're all the real existential crisis boys. If there's anything you liked or didn't like, then be sure to let me know in the comments down below, or tweet me at Snooping Turtle. Also, if you want to watch more videos of me doing dumb stuff, you can check out this video I did for Putt Putt Goes to the Moon, or this video on Ratchet & Clank Quest for Booty. That's all from me now. I hope you have a lovely day. Bye-bye.